All right, I've been out of town for a couple of days. I was up in Washington State in the Tri-Cities, Pasco, Kennewick, Richland. Turn this down. And I was up there. My older brother lives there. He's been inviting me up the last few years for the boat races. Over, I think it was 186,000 people attend. And let's see if I ground bounce. And so he was inviting me up there. And so I decided to head up there. Let's see. Okay, so I'm out here, this little town. I was actually heading over to this school, which I found some really cool stuff, a 1750 Japanese coin. I drove by this, and they have the, I don't know what this is called. It's not a horse stable, but where they race the horses. And there's a water park or a public water thing up here, baseball field. And I'm like, well, let's go hit this. I saw this. I was like, wow, looks kind of old. I pulled it up on my older maps. I don't see anything being here in the 1960s. So I don't think anything too crazy is going to be found. But this is obviously the concession stand. So that's a good sign. And I think I can get in where the horses go. I've heard some people doing decent in those areas. People racing horses and lose something. So I'm going to be a little more selective, because this to me looks like it's newer sod. All right, so I'm running the Manticore. Woo, I got a little crazy. So I'm running the Manticore, the Minelab Manticore, and I got the M8 coil running a Malta IQ. So I'm only going to dig targets that are on this horizontal line, which are normally the better targets. And this one's painting up and down. So again, I'm going to be a little more selective. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it was fun. Let's see, there's a good one. Yeah, so it was fun being up in Washington for a couple of days. It was definitely a quick trip.
Change given out at the concession stands. 50 cents hot dogs back in the day, they would give.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why I was thinking it might be a good little area to hit.
The change back, and it could easily be lost.
All right, what do we got here? 10 foil. Yep, part of a beaver tail. That's pretty good, because those were only 65 through 75, so that kind of helps date the area.
Thanks, Practical Ken, for sending the Heart Me gift.
Thank you. I appreciate the gift. Yeah, let's hope some people lost their change. Yeah, it's up in Washington. A lot of junk. My brother got us on a couple of permissions at a couple of different houses. And one was way out in the country. And we found a couple of coins, a lot of old sprinkler heads. It was fun getting out there. People have a really cool house. I think it was built in I think they said in the 40s. And they turned it into a wedding venue. And just really cool. The architecture is just like awesome. Young couple, so they got a lot of work ahead of them, but they seem like the go-getter type, so I'm sure they'll be able to do it. So very cool. Thought I heard something here. Let me turn this so you guys can see the VDI numbers as well. And again, I'm being a little more selective. Come on. Just trying to be a good target. That's a little better right there. But yeah, it was fun seeing my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece. What do you call niece? The kids of the nieces? I don't know how all that works. My wife is the one who remembers all that. But cute kids. Oh. So now it's painting as a larger. There it is again. Still painting it up into the ferrous, but we'll dig it. Yeah, we were kind of jumping around a lot. That's why I didn't even go live once up there. Should be right there on the sidewall. A lot of times if I can't hit it and it's in the sidewall, it means it's going to be a piece of iron. And I think it's just because it's rusting away and doing like a halo thing where it's making a bigger signal. That is one hell of a large worm. Look at that. Oh, lost my target. Is that it? What is that? Huh. It's not a screw. See some, I don't know, we'll put that in the good pouch and clean it up. A little friendly worm. Get back to whatever worms do. Yeah, we just had another place that I've kind of scoped out, and I found some good stuff. I found a 1950 silver dime a few weeks ago. I just pulled a diamond, looks like a dog tag, yeah, I guess it'd be a dog tag. Not sure if it's real or not. And then another big men's ring. Probably, it's not stainless. I'm thinking it's titanium. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not digging that. Because look how it's painted, how big it is. That's a big old piece of iron underneath there. Rings up good, but I've fallen for that too many times. Yeah, probably a big cable or something going across the ground here. We did go to the boat races though, and I found one ring there. I'm not sure if it's gold or not. One pendant. I found another ring. There's a good one. Kind of painting all over. Could be a dime though, or a crusty memorial penny. Ooh, we're down to the gravel. And this looks like to me that they just laid this sod, or maybe they just replaced it. So again, I'm not expecting anything crazy old out here. But yeah, my brother had a permission and a permission is just somebody who gives you permission to detect their yard or business or whatnot. I don't know, it's kind of a weird signal. That's coming in the 50s and 90s, probably a piece of iron. But I've got a ring there. My brother pulled his first wheat penny. I think it was a 40, I want to say it was a 42. Whoops. I dropped it. Oh, what is this? Put this away. Okay, so it screws onto something, but whoops, it has kind of a, I don't know what that is. You guys comment if you know what that is. I thought it was just a bolt or something, but you see it screws on. Pretty cool. I think it's alien technology. Put in a good pouch. Clean up our plugs as if we weren't even here. Don't want to hurt the hobby by getting anybody banned in a city or a park or anything. Turn this so you guys can see those VDI numbers. Plus I download all the transcript from the videos, and I log everything through AI. So I build up a big database of what they call VDI numbers, which is this number on the screen. Not that it really matters, because if it's normally if it's a repeatable tone, I will dig it. We'll do one more swipe. Yeah, like I said, I think this is all new sawed in here. We got a nickel. It's hitting 30. It's gonna be a pull tab. But I said that a few weeks ago. It ended up being an 8.5-inch gold bracelet. Gold can come up about anywhere from, on the Manticore, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but anywhere from about 0 through 40. It all depends upon if it's 10K, 14K, 18K, how it's laying in the ground, if it's a ring, a bracelet, a necklace. See, now it's coming up a solid 29, just above the conductivity line. So I think it's probably going to be aluminum. It's on the sidewall. Clean that up. Let's see what it is. Oh, it is a nickel. I guess if I show you guys, let's see, but it's a newer one. Yeah. I think it's a new one. Let's see, I got it kind of turned weird. Yeah, it's, I'm not sure. Without inspecting it closer. So that's why it kind of hit that 30. Normally a older nickel will just hit us a solid 26, 27. A V nickel I found, 1903 and 1887 both hit 28. Come on. Turn 90 and see if I can get a better signal. Huh. Probably a pull tab. It could be a ring too. Not too deep. Let's see if we can come in a little more sideways. It's a big enough, digging too big of a plug. I like using my Garrett Razor because it digs a clean plug, so it goes back in nice and clean. Whoops. Normally. 32, 33. Let's see. Right off to the side. There it is right there. What is it? A bottle cap. Yep. We call can slaw. It's when the lawnmower hits a can. Because most of these guys do not get off the lawnmower. If they see something, they just drive right over it. A few weeks ago, I pulled 5 tent stakes, aluminum tent stakes. Maybe they're metal or steel, but tent stakes. And they're like that long. And they were in a volleyball court. Now, so you imagine your poor kid running the volleyball court, because chances are you're probably going to be barefoot. Yeah, that's going to be a big target. I've pulled plenty of big targets around here. Yeah, that's part of it as well. Well, let's venture over to the baseball field. So you can find a sharp tone in here. And those trees look pretty good size over here. I bet they're 25 years old, 30 years old. Yeah, I've heard some of those horse racing places can be pretty good. People fall off a horse or come around a corner or whatnot, and they're breaking a horse. All right, just in case anybody knows where I'm at, I'll show them all this. Cool little baseball field. Let's see. Got something right here showing one shovel, a 9, right on the conductivity. So probably tinfoil on the surface, but we'll dig it. Probably won't even have to dig it. Probably, like I said, right on the surface. Right here. What are you? You're in there somewhere. It's moved. Oh, there it is. Yeah, piece of tinfoil, probably off a energy drink or something. Actually, I'm going to send a quick text message. My brother always wants to know when I'm online. Let me let him know real quick. I've got a couple of accounts on TikTok, so I want to let them know which one. I own a jewelry company. It's called Skull, SKULL, jewelry.com. So I go live and show what people are buying. I sell to Harley Davidson, vendors that go out to Sturgis. That should be a quarter right there. Maybe a dime. Come on. Where you at? Right there. It's in the hole. So come up as 78. Could be a memorial. Those memorials, the newer ones, can be real junky, but also dimes will come up about that number too. Let's see. See right off to the side. Oh, there it is right there. I can't see. Let me put this stuff away and I'll look at the date. So I should always retest my hole just in case. Nothing. I want to say that's a Canadian coin. Yep, Canadian 1 cent.
Sup.
Hey, thanks, Lincoln. Appreciate that. You guys got to check out Lincoln's channel. I'm not sure if he's going to be going live with the cards on here or whatnot, but some pretty cool stuff. Let's get back after it.
Everyone please follow, like, and share his live.
Appreciate that.
Thanks Lincoln Hawk for sending the heart me gift.
Thank you, Lincoln. So there's some other penny signals there, but I'm going to be a little more selective. See if we can get some other good targets. There's 81. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, Lincoln. Mm, 91. See if we can get it to repeat. That'd be a good signal. 26, 27. Another nickel. It's painting a little higher than I like. Oh, are they playing baseball? I guess we're done here. It looks like a baseball team is showing up. What are they playing? Well, we will be back. Let's see if we can get in this line. You know there's going to be a lot of targets right through here. Yeah, they're playing baseball. They got a whole team showing up.
Thanks Lincoln Hawk for sending the popular vote gift.
Thanks, Lincoln.
Sending lots of.
I want to see if I can get in this. Again, what do you call this, you guys? It's not a. I know it's not a horse corral. It's not a stable. They have the barrels so they can do like the barrel racing. Let's see, is that one open? Maybe this one's open. Let's see. Portion of the area was funded by. I don't want to.
Arena.
Let's see. Participation. Blah blah blah. Equestrian. Alcohol. Yeah, it probably doesn't mix too well. Alcohol and huge horses. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, this is open. As long as there's no trespassing or anything. It is city-owned property. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to turn my volume. Oops. I guess you guys probably want to see. Turn my volume back up because nobody's here. All terrain, high conductivity. I'm going to reground balance. Come in a different area. And you're waiting for two numbers to show up the same. So -3. Ground balance. Should quiet it down quite a bit. And again, we'll be very selective. We're looking for loud, repeatable tones. That 57's probably iron. Pretty quiet. Maybe we won't stay here long. It's come up a little high or higher on the conductivity than I like, but I don't know. It's going all the way. It's a different target. I don't know. Get down a little bit. You move it? Let's see. It seems pretty big, which is normally not a really good sign. Is that it? Yep. Big piece of metal that I just broke. I'm sure the horse will appreciate that, so they don't jam that through there. Is it a hoof? Put it back the way we found it. Yeah, it was coming up higher because of how long it was. A couple of good targets over there in that baseball field. I'll definitely be back.
Thanks, Smiles, for sending the heart me gift.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty cleaned out in here. I wonder if they have one of those things like at the beach where they drag it and it picks up all the stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought there'd be a lot more stuff here. Well, at least we can say we've been there, done that with this one. This is, I'm sure, part of the, let's see. Whoops, I don't do that. Okay. Guess I gotta be smarter than the gate. Let's see.
Better under the bleachers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go check. Make sure you secure this. There we go. Yeah, definitely turned my sensitivity way down over here. Let's see. This one just seems kind of, actually sounds a little better. At first it sounded a little scratchy. Now it sounded more like a dime. Hopefully an old one. Now it sounded a little scratchy again. Might be something besides a dime. See if I can pinpoint it. Right in the bottom. Oops. I didn't get it, huh? So now I'm thinking it's something. a large piece of metal because it's so deep. Yeah, it's going to be when it shows us, it's going to be 3 or 4.
What your profession, if you don't mind?
So I own e-commerce sites. One of them is skulljewelry.com. I just sold one of my other ones. I'm in negotiations to sell Skull Jewelry to a celebrity, actually. Hopefully the deal goes through. If he does buy it, it would definitely probably 100x what I've been able to do. So it'd be a good investment for him. Plus I'm retaining some equity in it. And I got, so that's mainly what I do. I'm part of a service-based company here in Utah. And I own thousands of domains. I've been buying domains for probably close to 30 years. Sounds good. Let's see if it keeps that same number. Yeah, you follow that up with some kind of a, I think we were getting that same target over here a few minutes ago, so. I was going to go live a little bit later this evening and show my finds from the Washington trip. And again, we only went out really one day, but it was definitely fun. And then obviously the day after I leave, he gets all kinds of leads for cool places.
One of M Canada for sending the Hard Me gift.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And so my brother gets a permission to go on, I won't say who, but a high-ranking government official from the 1900s, their old house. And so I'm like, dang, wish I would have there for that. Got some other leads. So he is feeling a lot more comfortable with his detector, which is nice. And then we may go up to Idaho. He got a lead for a really cool permission that would be truly kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it's someplace that, I mean, because number one, it's so remote, but number two, who used to own it, there would be nobody that's ever been there. It would be, yeah. So again, I use the Minelab Manticore. I love Minelab. I use the Garrett Razor. I have another shovel. I forgot where I got this one. Don't like it at all. It cuts plugs really weird. I keep it with me as a backup, but I like the Garrett Razor. Gloves, I need new gloves. These are brand new and I'm almost blowing through that one just today. I use this is the belt I use. This is, I believe it's called a Lechke knife, and I sharpen it every once in a while. It goes right on this extra belt that I keep with me. I have this Duluth bag. I put my good stuff here, the junk over here.
What state are you in?
I'm in Utah. I use the Garrett Carrot, the Garrett AT Pro pinpointer. I have the brass tool, so you can actually, if you have a shallow target like a coin, you can just barely hit it, and you're not going to scratch it because it's brass. So those are nice. Everybody's always asking what I'm using, but I only use one knee pad, and again, it's what they call a hinged knee pad, and this is from Duluth. I'm sure there's other companies that make them. These are great. I have some other knee pads which you can't see. They're under there, and they're from Doc's Detecting. And Doc actually created the first, as far as I know, the first ever snake guard, because we go down to Arizona quite a bit, but snake guard that has knee pads built into them. So which is really nice. I'll show you this that I have. This is my chest harness. Just an eBay item, chest harness. And this is cool because it's magnetic. So I can take that off. And I had to MacGyver all this stuff here because I didn't like the original one. But this is nice. So if I'm out and I want to show you guys something. I can just pop this off my chest, look around and show it, and then it just slams back on. And it wasn't that expensive. Like I said, I did have to MacGyver it with some different things. Luckily, this little iPhone 12 that I have, which I bought exclusively to go live, is small enough and has enough metal in it where it attaches to it really nice. On my big phone, I have an extra loop on there. My grandson gave me that. I got 9 grandkids, 1 new one as of last week. But I have this extra loop, and when it snaps on there, you got to really pull it off. So, and then just a cheap swap meet $10 hat. I put all my finds. This is all my Washington finds, but I put them in these Minelab gold pans, I guess what you call them. It comes with like a set of 3. So just showing you guys what I use. And then so I kind of hide in plain sight. I got me a yellow shirt that looks like I'm just doing my job. I actually ordered a custom one that has the I Dig Treasure website and logo on it. That should be here in a couple of weeks. But it's funny, ever since I started using just the regular yellow shirt, I mean, nobody even pays me attention anymore. And I go into construction sites, and I never go any place where it says no trespassing. But again, just kind of hide in plain sight, and nobody even gives me a second look. So anyways, that's that. And then I'm going to go live a little later showing you my other finds. You guys have a great night. Thanks for being on here. And if you could, please go, let's see, in live, please stay. Okay, TikTok wants me to stay. But I'll be live a little later. I'll go through all my finds from the state of Washington. Thanks, folks.